Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Our today's topic is short run costs of production. Our today's topic is short run costs of production. We know we know short period is a period of time during which some factors are fixed and some are variable. Accordingly, short period costs are divided into two components. Fixed costs referring to expenditure on fixed factors and variable costs referring to expenditure on variable factors. Thus, total cost is equal to total fixed cost plus total variable cost. Now, let us discuss the let us discuss the let us discuss the details of fixed costs and variable costs. Let us discuss the details of fixed costs and variable costs. You see, fixed costs in short period costs of fixed factors are known as fixed costs. So, fixed costs are some total of expenditure incurred by the producer on the purchase or hiring of fixed factors of production, and these are also called supplementary costs or overhead costs or indirect costs. These costs do not change with the change in output. Even when output is zero, fixed costs remain the same. Let us take an illustration. Uh, in a carpet manufacturing firm, a machine is installed as a fixed factor. Let's assume that it can make 6 carpets a day and that the cost of hiring the machine is rupees 100 per day. Obviously, rupees 100 per day is the fixed cost that the producer has to incur even when no carpet is made in a day. Between 0 to 6 carpets in a day, the fixed cost would remain rupees 100. Besides fixed besides expenditure on machine and plant, fixed costs also include expenses like rent, wages of permanent employee, license, license fee, etc. Now, fixed cost or explain it with the help of table 1 and figure 1. So fixed costs are explained with the help of table 1 and figure 1. This is the table 1. It shows the total fixed cost, the units of output and the total fixed cost. Now, in this table, you see this table 1 indicates that fixed cost remain constant at all levels of output. When output is of 0 unit, the fixed cost is rupees 10. When it increases to 2 or 4 or 6 units, even then the total fixed cost is rupees 10. Now I will show you with the help of figure. This figure, you see, in this figure 1, units of output are shown on x-axis, on x-axis, and total fixed cost of production, on y-axis. Now total fixed TFC curve represents the total fixed costs. TFC represents the total fixed TFC curve represents the total fixed cost. This curve is parallel to x-axis. This curve is parallel to x-axis, implying that cost is constant at all the levels of output. Total fixed cost curve touches y-axis at point F. So total fixed cost touches y-axis at point F, which means that fixed cost rupees 10 even when the output is 0. Fixed cost rupees 10 even when the output is 0. So this figure shows that total fixed cost curve is a horizontal straight line showing that total fixed cost is constant at all levels of output. It is equal to rupees 10 even when the output is 0. Now we will discuss the variable cost. You see, variable costs are those which are incurred on the use of variable factors. Variable costs are those which are incurred on the use of variable factors. So variable costs are the expenditure incurred by the producer on the use of variable factors of production. When output changes, these costs also change. As the output increases, these costs also increase, and as the output decreases, these costs also decreases. When output is 0, these costs are also 0. These costs are called prime costs or direct costs. These costs are called prime costs or direct costs. Variable costs include expenses like purchase of raw material, wages of casual labor, expenses on motive power or electricity, wear and tear expenses. Now you see, variable costs are explained with the help of table 2 and figure 2. This is the table 2. So this table 2 illustrates the concept of variable cost. These are the units of output, and this is total variable cost. You see, in this table 2, it shows that as the output increases, it shows that as the output increases, total variable cost also increases. When output is 0, total variable cost is also 0. When output is 1 unit, total variable cost is rupees 10. And when output is 6 units, the total variable cost is rupees 38. Total variable cost is rupees 38. Now I will show you this in figure. You see, in this table, in this figure 2, x-axis shows the units of output and y-axis shows the total variable cost. Now TVC is total variable cost. Total variable cost shows how variable cost change with output. It's an upward sloping curve. Curve, implying that total variable cost tend to increase with increase in output. It tend to increase with increase in output. So this figure shows that total variable cost increases with increase in output. Initially, it increases at a decreasing rate till point A. Eventually, it increases at an increasing rate beyond point A. It increases at an increasing rate when diminishing returns to effect as start operating. So this is the total variable cost and total fixed cost and total variable cost. Now we have studied the short-term cost of production. Also we have studied that short period costs are divided into two components, fixed costs and variable costs. Thank you very much.